Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Book of Exodus 8. Let's get started now. Verse 1 to 4. God instructs Moses to go to Pharaoh and warn him of the second plague, which will bring forth frogs from the Nile River. Moses complies, and the frogs appear as a result. Verse 5 to 7. Pharaoh's magicians are able to replicate the plague of frogs, but their actions only make the situation worse. Verse 8 to 15. Pharaoh asks Moses to pray to God to remove the frogs, and in return, he promises to release the Israelites. God answers Moses' prayer, and the frogs die and are removed from Egypt. However, Pharaoh hardens his heart and reneges on his promise to release the Israelites. Verse 16 to 19. God sends the third plague, gnats, which cover the land of Egypt and inflict pain and discomfort on the people and animals. Verse 20 to 32. God instructs Moses to stretch out his staff, and a swarm of flies covers Egypt, except for the land of Goshen, where the Israelites live. Pharaoh offers to let the Israelites make sacrifices in the land of Egypt, but Moses insists that they must leave Egypt to worship God. Meaning and symbolism. The story of Exodus 8 highlights God's power and authority over Pharaoh and the Egyptian gods. The plague of frogs symbolizes the power of God over the Egyptian god of fertility, Heket, who was depicted with the head of a frog. The plague of gnats and flies symbolize God's judgment on the Egyptian gods of the earth and sky, respectively. The story of Exodus 8 teaches us several important lessons. Firstly, it reminds us of the importance of keeping our promises and honoring our commitments. Pharaoh's failure to keep his promise resulted in further suffering and plagues on the Egyptian people. Secondly, the story emphasizes the significance of obedience to God's commands, even when they are difficult or inconvenient. Moses insisted that the Israelites must leave Egypt to worship God, rather than compromising with Pharaoh's offer to let them make sacrifices in Egypt. Lastly, the story of God's power and judgment over the Egyptian gods serves as a warning against idolatry and the worship of false gods. We must put our trust in God alone and reject all forms of idolatry. In conclusion, the story of Exodus 8 provides us with important insights into God's power, judgment, and sovereignty over false gods. It teaches us to honor our commitments, obey God's commands, and reject idolatry. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.